There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Tonight, it's an NL Eastern Division showdown between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. It's Mets baseball on the show. Next. Marcus Stroman is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Marcus Stroman, not a real big guy. First-round draft pick out of Duke University. Good power sinker, 92 to 94 miles an hour. His slider is good. Will throw an occasional curveball and changeup. His best trait, ultimate competitor.
Now at the plate, Phil Gosselin. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Phil Gosselin.
First pitch on its way. And we are underway now in New York as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball one. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Hit back up the middle. And this goes right through him. And how about that to start a game?
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Standing in, Jose Pirela, runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
And a ball 1-0. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, D-Row, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
2-0 now. Gosselin on at first, nobody out. 3-0 now. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Conforto is there. 1 out. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, one guy that's worth the price of admission, Andrew McCutchen. This guy's hitting over .450 his last 10 games. He's the guy I'm watching, but not only in this game. I watched him in batting practice too, and he was hammering the ball. When you get on a kind of a roll like he is right now, his confidence is soaring, and right now he's seeing the ball great.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Cesar Hernandez, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Too high that time with the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that, and if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
Batting 4, the center fielder, number 40.
Now to the plate, number 40. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. The 1-1 home is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
相当怖そうですね、バイ
Ready
オ。
with the 2-2 pitch. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 8, Logan.
Now batting, Logan Morrison. Head-to-head history with Marcus Stroman. He's got 5 base hits in 25 tries. He also has 1 home run. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a hard liner, but foul. 2 men are on with 2 men out.
生き残りの女性が火の海。
1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman.
なかなかバイオも売れてんちゃいますか、あれ。
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a
さ
strike.
すがにちょっとバイオはやらんですけど。
Too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Just got a piece of that one.
陸蔵
Perhaps
さんの
shortening up now will get the ball in play.
曲はオープニング流れるんですか、あれ。なんかやってましたけど。
He's set. The 2-2. Well, this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. Phillies leave a couple, and now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score.
よし、幾三さん。
Number 47 gets the ball for Philadelphia in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can only win your first big league game once, and in his last start, he did just that. I'm sure that ball is put away someplace very special. Nothing more he'd like to do than get win number 2 here in this one.
Ready now, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom
途
half of
中
the
の
first.
挿入歌やったら笑い
The
ですね。
shortstop, Ahmed
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Check swing called strike 0-1. These Phillies as they enter play here tonight, fellas. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get
これ
left
か単
behind.
なる
And that's
プロモのあれ
exactly
で
what
や
this
ってる
team
だ
did
け
in
な
their
のか
last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
2 balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario. Popped up Morrison in foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 2-2. This one's flipped out to right center field. Chiarella stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
J.D. Davis the next to bat, and he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a dive in recent action. First pitch coming, here it is. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. 1 out, nobody on. This is line to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Next up for New York, Jeff McNeil, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. McNeil sees the ball really well when facing left-handed pitching and generally picks up a lot of hits against southpaws. He isn't known for displaying a ton of power, however, in these matchups.
Yeah, in today's game, when you're hearing the word launch angle, I don't think it applies to him against left-handed pitching. He could put a lot of balls in contact. He doesn't get himself into too many count leverage situations and tries to go deep too much. Just a guy who really...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. We are still scoreless. As we begin the second in New York, here's Heidi Watney with an update on the weather conditions.
Well, Matt, the grounds crew members that I talked to prior to the game said the weather we're experiencing right now is expected to move on as the game progresses. They said they'll put extra effort into keeping the field dry until this rain dies down. But despite it being a little wet at the moment, we should get this one in uninterrupted.
Heidi, thanks. And Dero, I'll send this one to you. As an infielder, these are games that can really challenge a player.
Andrew McCutcheon.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's taken high and outside for ball one. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last two pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
2 balls and a strike now.
マッカッチェンさんですか。
Now the 2-1 is a fastball that misses. Number 73 will be next. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Stepping up now, number 73. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. 1 ball, no strikes to count.
注意入りましたよ。
McCutcheon aboard here at first with nobody
マッ
out.
カッチェンのことですか。
Deception on the slider there as he's way out in
た
front.
まに肉そばも食べるとうまいですな。時間があったからちょっと食べに行きましたけど、あんまり混んでなかったです。
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
This is on the ground over to first. And that's by him into right field for a base hit.
Hey, if this pitcher's going to live in the outer half of the plate, then you're going to have to dive out there and get it. And that's exactly what he did. Hey, that's a heck of a job right there, going the other way after seeing 3 pitches on the outer half.
Set to get his evening at the plate started.
Harper
Harper, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ball 1. Harper bats left but throws right and stands in at 6'3". He was a first-round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2 is low and outside for a ball.
これはボール。
First and second here with nobody out.
これまたボール。
3 and 2 now.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
これまたボールでフォアボール。
Outside for ball 4.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks and bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
いやー、これでピッチャー回ってきたんで、DH がないんで。そうか。
First pitch of the at bat. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop up, strikeout.
ナショナルリーグやから
to get you back in this inning.
指名打者が
0-1. Now a fastball
高い
gets
ん
the
ちゃい
upper
ます
part
の
of
で
the zone for strike 2. Tight spot,
ピッ
bases
チャーが
loaded,
入らなあ
nobody
か
out.
んのね。
And this is on the ground to
引っ
first.
掛け
Could be
る
2. The second for
ダブ
1.
ルプレー
First, and it's double play, though that
そ
first
の
run
間
of
に
the
1
ball
点
game
入
is
る
across to score.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
まあこの氷の塊もすぐ溶けますな。
Stepping in now, Phil Gosselin, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Here's the 1-2.
これ
To
ま
2
たも
balls
う
and 2 strikes now.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
こ
Got
れ
it looking,
ね
and that ends the inning.
ボールちゃいますのあれ。あれがス
So
トライ
1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Phillies lead this one 1-0. So striding in, Michael Conforto. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
The right fielder, Michael Conforto.
.ちゃちゃっと干してまいりましょうか。
Fans, a new season is upon us, filled with hope and optimism for the months ahead. And what better way to stay involved all season long than with a full or partial season ticket
け
plan?
んちんうどんです
Whether you're
か。
looking for a handful of marquee games,
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner.
これで干すもん押したんで集中できますな。
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
やっちゃ
And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
なんかでも変な名前ですよね。ケンチンドンって名前がまたどういう意味なんでしょうね。
Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line. Just how they draw it up.
Digging in now, Wilson Ramos. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First pitch on its way. Now a ball line toward the alley in left center. McCutcheon arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. Let's spot shadow Bryce Harper, and why wouldn't we? He's only one of the best players in the game. He puts it on the line every night in the field and at the plate.
Into the box now, Yoenis Cespedes, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball one.
なぜか注意入ってますよ。
Conforto, base runner in first with one out.
なんでか
A ball and a strike.
注意入ってましたよ。
The 1-2. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Racing back to center fielder. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
やばかった。手前にポロリしそうでしたね。
Batting seventh, the first baseman, Robinson Cano.
未だに白バラの1リットルは売ってないですが、500ミリはちょこちょこね、置いてるんですけど、なぜか1リットルが取り扱い制になりましたね。あれ出してくれた方が一番いい。なかったらもう500ミリ買うしかない。
Goodness, 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
ロビンソン・カノー。
Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
And it holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
And Cano's able to lay off that time. He'll reach on the base on balls.
One. Lagares.
So stepping in, Juan Lagares, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Digging in to try it again, Jose Pirela, 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The second baseman, Jose.
First pitch on its way. And this is taken outside for ball one.
50万本以上売れるんちゃいますかね。もっと売れますかね。
Hard hit ball to second. McNeil scoops it up. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
かなり売れそうな
as we give
気
you a
も
look
す
at
る
where
んで
these
すけ
two
ど。
teams find themselves entering play in the National League's
や
Eastern
ってい
Division
ま
race.
す。さあ。モンハンよりは売れへんと思いますけど、それなりに売れそうです。根強いファンがおるでしょう。5万本売れたら500万。だいぶ水増ししてますね。モンハンは確かに売れ方がちょっとちゃいますもんね、あれ。桁がちゃいますよね、なんか。
On the move is Lagares.
He
gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, number 40.
Striding in once again, number 40. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
意外とドラクエビルダーズ面白いですね、あれ。
Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. 2-0 to the Phillies center fielder.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
3-0 to him now. And he over toward the left side of the infield. Davis will put this one away, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They lead it 1-0.
ドラゴンボールファイター。ああ、ゲームパスも急に入るからね。結構ちょこちょこね、ゲームパスに入る。今度 FF10 と10-2がゲームパス入りするって書いてましたね。あ、海外版のあれですけど。ああ、コロリした。ジャストなんか、ジャストコール4でした。あれもゲームパス入りするらしいですよ。あれはなんかもう一つでしたけどね。破壊はできるんですけど、なんか敵の湧き方が異常なんで、戦闘が面白くないというか、どんだけ湧くねんっていうぐらい。
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now.
MEDANみたいに湧きまくりますからね。
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Hopped up. Morrison has a play.
ああ、でもアランさんがゲームパス終わりますよ言ったからもうやばい。途中でもプレイできない。かといって買う界隈はさすがに買わないですけど。まあまあでおもろかったですよね、あれ。アランさん。謎のなんか化け物が出てくるやつね。
That's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
でかい女の
Morrison has room in foul territory, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side.
でかい女子
Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 1-0. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies' offense. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Digging in for his second at-bat, Logan Morrison comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Logan Morrison.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
化け物です。虫に変身。
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2. And now a swing and a miss, and Morrison is retired for round number 1. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And you can see that one guy clearly the leader in this category so far, 95 miles an hour versus an even 90 for the other. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He worked a walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. Here comes the first pitch. Hung the slider there, but laid off for ball 1. One and one to Andrew McCutchen. McCutchen is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. He was selected in the first round back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
The 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Conforto on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 73.
At the plate, number 73. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. One run on 3 hits and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Bryce Harper would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Line to the right side, but there to take it in is a well-positioned Cano, and that'll end the inning. Phillies down in order, but they lead it 1-0. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. Set to lead us off in the front half of the 4th inning. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And it's 1-2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. McCutcheon is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael.
でもアウトラスト2もかなり怖いですね、あれ。たかが2秒取るだけとはいえ、独特の雰囲気が
guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
And this will be fouled away.
変化さん、久しぶりですね。がっつりやってるみたいですね。やめられないですか。暇があればメジャーって感じですか。シーズンやり込んでるのか。ダルビッシュでえらいなんか書いてましたよ。
High in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Swing line drive. That's going to be trouble. This will kick up against the wall now. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. Conforto, the runner at second with one away. This is on the ground over to first. Morrison's there, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Left fielder, go at it. Cespedes.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
なかなかの9回まで投げて、ほぼやったことないんで、なんかスタミナがすぐなくなるんで、すごいですね。
Men on third with 2 down. Hit on the ground out to short. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. Mets leave 1. They trail this one 1-0.
ね、ジャッキー・ロビンソン勝ったんでしたっ
け？Digging in now for Philadelphia. Bryce Harper. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Bryce.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、8チームでやってるんですか。すごいですね。
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
なかなか進めるの大変ちゃいますね。まんべんなくやってるんですか。
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cespedes is there.
いろいろあって結局 PS4 版。ああ、パッケージ版ですか。PS4 のジャッキー・ロビンソン版ですか。そんだけやってたら、 なかなかエンディングまで行くの大変そうです。結構でも複数のセーブデータ作れるみたいですね、あれね。
And there's ball one. That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
まあまあね、やりたいチームでやるのが一番おもろいですからね。
1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
確かにバーッと書いてると間違ってかぶってもたらやばいですね。せっかくやってたのがなくなってたりとかね。
The 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full. Phil Gosselin.
5ももし手に入れたら5番も買う感じですか。
On its way is pitch number 75.
それはちょっ
And he
と
misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
In now, Phil Gosselin, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
I'd be shocked if he saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first two by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that two-seam fastball.
One and two, here it comes. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Bare-handed for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Phillies go down quietly there, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Mickey Callaway, the Mets skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs. But he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Here's Robbie Cano now. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Now the 1-1 to Cano. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Popped him up. Number 73 waits on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 12, Juan.
Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
Bases are empty, one man out. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Next for the Mets, Marcus Stroman. First pitch of the at-bat. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Gosselin fields it cleanly, and the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Now at the plate, Jose Perella. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Jose Perella.
First pitch on its way. Ball 1. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Now it's 2-0.
ああ、そうや、ピッチャーやっとかな。忘れてた。
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start throwing some pitches into that strike zone.
えらい防御率悪い。切り返しとかんとやばいかもしれない。
Here it comes on 3-0. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th. In now, Cesar Hernandez. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. Here's the first pitch to him. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0.
だいぶでもスタミナ減ってますな。
Here it comes, 1-0. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
He's certainly searching out there on the mound. 5 straight balls in a row. You have to take a strike as a hitter right here.
3-0 now. Number 40 waits on deck. The 3-1 pitch. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning.
The first base Logan Morrison.
1 out for the Phils in their half of the 6th, and that'll bring up the big left-handed bat of Logan Morrison. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. So bases are loaded, nowhere to put him with 1 away, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP Andrew McCutchen. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The glove by the third baseman for the out.
Now batting, number 73.
捉えてるんですけど、飛んだ場所が悪かった。タイミングドンピシャなんですけど。
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit, and not in time as the run scores. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Up next for
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these.
Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. He'll depart after 5 2/3, as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ball game. Justin Wilson trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Number 38, Justin Wilson.
Here's Bryce Harper now, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. The 1-0 delivery. High with the cut fastball, and he's behind 2-0.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Two down, runners at first and second. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. So it's 2 runs on just 1 hit in the inning, no errors, and a couple of men left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Phillies 3 and the Mets nothing. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Harper is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
The batter.
Digging in once again, J.D. Davis. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Smoke toward the hole. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-Roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2. But he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
From the stretch. And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike 1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Number 40 is there, and he has it for the out.
The right fielder, number 30. Michael Conforto.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Michael Conforto. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. And he lays off there 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Under it is the center fielder. And that retires the side. Mets strand 1. Still down 3-0. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far.
でも初めからね、 まあ、レジェンドとか設
So
定
here
して
now is the pitcher, number
そっから
47,
も
and he'll get us started in what's
勝手
officially
に
the back
変
third of
動
this
という
one.
か変わりますので
First delivery to him on the way. Now a big
な
fastball,
か
and
な
he's
か
well behind it
や
with the
りがい
swing.
はありますよねチェックスイングめっちゃ取られませんなんか止めてんのになんかスイングとか言って
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss. A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher.
結構低め取られるでしょストライクこんな低いのストライクみたいな
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
ああファールで見せます
Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you
結
strike
構
out
なん
like
か
he
取り
did,
ます
though.
よね
I'm sure his manager would have liked
ま
for
あ
him
審
to
判
focus
の
on getting on base.
設定のあれかもしれないですけど
So coming to the
審
plate,
判の個
Phil
性を
Gosselin.
ね
He's
やって
got
る
a
んで
hit
す
in 3 at-bats to this point.
外れててもストライクとか言いま
First
すからね
pitch coming. Here it is. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out.
なるべくチェックスイング止めてるつもりなんですけどそれで
Swung
も
on and lifted in the air to left center.
Swing
After it is Cespedes. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the
強く振
inning.
ってる分なんか止めにくいんですよね
Now
まあ
batting,
普通
the
の
second baseman,
コンタクトスイングとかあの辺でやったらまあまあ止まるんですけ
So
ど
2 are gone now in the Philadelphia 7th, and moving into the batter's box next will be Jose Pirela. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
よっ
Hit
しゃ
sharply on the ground, and that's through for a hit.
Ambush tactics right there, but he didn't try and do too much. He stayed in there and just drove it back up the middle.
Hernandez.
ああツーシームがいるねえバッティング視点でやってるんですか
Into the box, Cesar Hernandez. As he
さ
will
す
look
が
at a
に
first
テレ
pitch
ビ中
fastball
継
for
視点
ball
ではやら
1.
ないです
A
ね
hit and 2 at bats for him at this point in the ball game.
ああ
Look out, 2-0 now.
He's got to find a way to grab some composure out there and not let this inning get away from him. He was dominating, and now he goes out and gives up a 2-out single and then almost drills a guy. Get back in the zone.
The 2-0. Hit
No
hard
shot.
back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
ああまあ中継視点でや
Ready
って
for
る人
another
はほぼ
shot
ほぼ
now.
いないと
Number
思います
40,
けど
2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. He's set and the pitch. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And he lays off for ball 1.
あ
Pirela at second. Hernandez at first. 2
ま
out
あ
in
で
the
もこ
inning.
の左ピッチャーの逃げるスライダーがやっぱり
And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly
何回
went
もやって
around,
る
and
け
it's
ど
1-2 now.
Hey, this is a big
な
pitch
かな
right
かや
here.
っぱり
Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or
見
buries
極
something
め
in
が
there.
難しいですね
Popped up. Rosario moving to his left, and that's the 3rd out. Phillies leave a couple. They lead it 3-0.
あとは右バッターの食い込んでくるスライダーがねあれもどう見てもボールなんですけどなんか振ってまうっていう
Striding into the box, Wilson Ramos. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And that misses inside 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
このバッターで変えましょうか。
Grounded back up the middle. Hernandez is up with it, and there's one down now.
Now batting, the left fielder.
まあなんやかんやとここまでよう投げましたね。
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
Here comes the Philly skipper on his way out toward the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll leave here with one out in the seventh as he now hopes the bullpen can go ahead and get him the W. Edebray Ramos takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame.
うまいことこうクイックイックイッと動かして、やっぱクラシックですね。
First pitch of the at bat, and that misses for ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Here's a fastball low, and he's behind 2-0.
まあやっぱこのキャッチャーがここ投げろいうところを投げるやり方が一番やりやすいですね。
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in. So it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Coming to the plate now, Robinson Cano. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Line toward right center. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
The center fielder, number 12. Juan.
Here's Juan Lagares. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
守備もなんか飛びつくタイミングとかなんか表示出ますよね。
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sliced hard on the ground.
前で消してますけど。
The easy way to Hernandez to retire the side. Mets leave one. They trail in this one 3-0.
その方向に行ってタイミングよく押したらなんかダイビングキャッチができたりとか。
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Brad Brock will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Number 29, Brad.
Leading off the inning, Logan Morrison, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Obviously looking to pull the baseball right there, out in front on that off-speed pitch. This will be an interesting sequence right here to see if he slows him down even more or tries to run a heater by him.
And now a swing and a miss, and Morrison is retired for route number 1. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our two starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown nine have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Into the box now, Andrew McCutchen. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Bases are empty, one man out. Oh, and 2, here it is. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1 and 2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0 and 2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2 and 2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3 and 2 now. 1 out, nobody on.
どうしましょうかね。
McCutchen will take one that misses. It's ball 4.
Two ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Now at the plate, number 73.
なんとか明日仕事行ったら日月とは休めますけど違いますか。
First delivery to him on the way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
McCutchen leads off first with 1 away.
Wow.
1-1 to count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
Still 1-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing.
カーディナルスはね、PS5 やから YouTube でやるんで。
The 2-2. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled away. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
よう取りましたね。
Now batting, right fielder, Bryce.
あれはでも下手したら抜けますからね。なかなか怖いんですよ、あれは。
And now Bryce Harper, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. No hits to this point.
ああ、でもハーパーさんも打率がほんまに上がらんですね。2割切ってますからね。噛みついてますからね。
The 1-0.
感覚で飛びついてますからね。
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan.
さすが
Is he
メ
going
ジ
to
ャー
stay
です
staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside, or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
And the runner back. Fastball called strike. 1-2. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch.
Wow.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. 2 out with the man at first. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Phillies 3 and the Mets nothing. Standing in, number 19, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
なんやかんやもう8回の裏ですか。結構早いですね。よいしょ。
First pitch of the at-bat. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, this offense needs to get it going right here. Somebody has to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and get this team to start thinking past the baton mentality. They cannot continue to go up there and look like they have no game plan.
The batter,
Couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in Amed Rosario. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer, needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit down the line at first. A dive, and he can't hang on. And he'll flip into the pitcher covering for the out.
Up next for the Mets, the third baseman, J.D.
Digging in and looking for more, J.D. Davis. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
And he gets ahead 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They trail it here 3-0. Edwin Diaz enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Edwin Diaz.
ちょうどピッチャーからですね。どうしようかな。
Miguel Rojas will try to get his club a little ninth inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here.
あとはもうあれですね。抑えのピッチャーを。
And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Diaz has some of the absolute best strikeout stuff in the game today, at least among bullpen arms. His strikeouts per 9 is a number that's usually through the roof.
This guy was tailor-made, Matty V, to be a relief pitcher. He comes out of the bullpen, guns a-blazing, 2 pitches that he can strike you out with, and more importantly, he comes out with an attitude, and that attitude is nasty, and he gets a lot of swings and misses.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Phil.
Coming to the plate now, Phil Gosselin. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
際どいとこ来ますね。
A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man.
ロードツー打賞ですか。
Here's the 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
でも、英語を何書いてるかようわからんのが困りますね、あれ。
Now a slider misses, and that pushes the count to 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
The 3-1. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Up next for Philadelphia, the second baseman, Jose Pirela.
Ready once again, Jose Pirela. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
石立さんが作ってくれ
Went
た。
about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Not too often do you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
1 strike.
Heading out towards shallow right. Conforto sprinting after it. He can't get there as it falls in.
なんか今取ってなかったんですね。取ったように見えたんですけど。
Up next for Philadelphia, the shortstop.
Luis Avilan takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 43, Luis Avilan.
Now in the box, Cesar Hernandez. In previous matchups with Luis Avilan, he's a .333 hitter.
確かにね、そっちの方が面白いですね。いろんなチームで楽しめるからね。
Pirela, the runner at first with 2 gone. And this one's in the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And things have really unraveled on him in a hurry. He gives up a 2-out single, then he throws a wild pitch to put him into scoring position. He basically just threw a double, and he didn't even earn it.
ああ、筋肉兄弟。さすがです。ああ、当たりはいいけど、ショートゴロ。
Close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Off of one leg, in the hole, falling away. That is pure magic. Back with more here on a Tuesday night. After this.
軽快な守備です。さあ、これで抑えを。
David Robertson takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking
な
to
んと
close
か
the
7
door.
セーブはつけてますけどね。
Stepping into the box, Jeff McNeil. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Line drive to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit, so that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Michael Conforto. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Nobody out, runner on first.
ああ、でもフィリーズも初めほんまに勝てんかったですからね。
Fouled off.
なんか負けまくって借金だらけでしたからね。まあやっぱメインのメンバーが全然打てんかったから。
And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1.
メンバー変えまくってましたからね。
The catcher, number 40, Wilson.
Into the box, Wilson Ramos. Lifetime numbers versus David Robertson. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. He's set. Here it comes. Low for ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. 2 balls and no strikes to Ramos.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Swing and a miss, 2-1.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with 1 swing.
マッカッチェンさんもあんまりにも打たへんから落としましたからね、1回。今はなんとか戻してますけど。ほとんどの主力メンバー1回落としてますから、ね。あんまりにも打たへんから。
That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
リアルじゃなかなかね、落ちるなんてことはないんですけど、容赦なく落としますから。もう打たへんかったら落とすっていう。
Robertson pauses. Here's the first pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Ground ball foul down the left side.
さすがにずっと使って。
And he holds off there as the count goes even to the Mets left fielder. It's 2-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
The Mets down to their final strike, and he fouls this one off. One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the 9th. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Grounded to third. Throw on to first. He'll take care of him. And the Phillies have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road, as this one is over.
Well, the skipper has to be pleased. They go on the road and win the first 2 of this 3-game series, playing for the sweep tomorrow.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Phils took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Number 47 earns the win, his 2nd. David Robertson wraps it up for the save, his 8th of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
大概1、2点取られるんですけどね。
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 3 runs on
あとでも21ってリプレイがなんかあれですよね。ものすごい短くなりましたよね。最後。超ハイライトがなんか短いですよね。
41,922. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please get home safely.
そうそうそうそう。ものすごいあっさりしてる感じですけどね。これで3連勝ですね。なんとか貯金3ですけどね。メッツがえらい借金だらけですね。ブレーブスがでも強いですね。やっぱドジャースはいつ見ても上ですよね。なかなか厳しいですね。ヤンキース、首位ですね。ツインズ、アストロズ。はーい。お疲れ様でした。さあ、終わりましょうか。さあ、ではではでは。